And what's up guys, and welcome back to the CrayFish YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be bringing you the new Firebirds major update, breakdown video I guess. This is the second to last major update of 2024 for War Thunder, so I'm assuming it'll be sometime in December, which we're expecting a new major update. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, the new main headliner is the F-117, the Nighthawk, which we've all been wanting, but I don't know how it's going to play in game, but I'll get the video probably sometime in 2025 when I actually have it. This includes a lot of cool major planes, Tornado, Su-34, F-15E, including America finally getting some SPAs like the C-77E1 and the Skink 2, and the British getting some new vehicles. Just overall, just more vehicles for us. And this one, the Luke's A2, you hear more major update vehicles. We have the PLZ-05 for China, the Luke's A2, or Loches A2? I don't know how to pronounce that. For the Germans, and posted the OSA AK for most countries. The USSR gets the Object 140, because of course they do. Scimitar, Ram 2, which is a premium SPA, another OSA. Japan gets the ISAV prototype. China, we already talked about, PLZ-05. Italy gets an OSA AKM. France gets a Leopard 2A4, 2A5, and 2A6 NL. NL being Netherlands. So Benelux, basically. The Swedish, she gets the BMB-2MD, which is a squadron vehicle, which for everyone can research. And Israel gets the Sabra Mark 1, which is, guess what? Another M60. Aircraft, nothing really cool, I guess. Not really cool, anyway. USA gets the F-117A OCIP-2, which is a squadron vehicle, the F-15E Strike Eagle. Germany, JU-87, cockpit model updates, Su-22M4 WTD-61, which is a pack vehicle for 70 US. USSR, Su-34, update models. Britain, get the Tornado GR4. Japan, the AV-8S, I forgot what it is, a pack vehicle. China, the Mirage 2005 EI. France, the Mirage 2000 RMV, the Swedish JA-37DI, and the JA-37DI F-21, which is a pack vehicle. The Israelis get the F-15I RAM. Helicopters, not really. OH-58, and just some minor updates. And ships don't really care about. Updated maps, thank goodness, and a bunch of other stuff I'm not really going to go over because that's a lot to go over. Anyway, we're going to go over to the more ground vehicles, which you'll see more of on the channel. Alright everyone, welcome back. This is the ground vehicles breakdown of this new major update. First up for the Americans, it's the long-awaited, you were finally getting some SPA. First up is the T-77E1, which is this little thing with 6 50 cals. And these two little bubble thingamajigs, I don't know what they are, but it's based off the M24 chassis, which I'm assuming is to be pretty fast, has a 12-second reload, and it should be decent enough, I guess. Then next up, down at 5.3, we're getting the Skink, which is a Canadian vehicle, but being placed in the American tech tree. This is based off the M4 Sherman, and basically whatever, it's the same thing the British have, but the Americans finally have it. So that stirs up some SPAs between 3.7 and 7.3, which I would still like to see something in the middle here at 6.7 or 6.3, something like that. But that's besides the point. Otherwise, there's no other more American vehicles. Next up, the Germans. This is the Luke's A2, which is I really am interested in. It's a 20mm auto cannon. It looks pretty fast with a top speed of 56 miles per hour, which is probably somewhere in the hundreds in the kilometers, but I'm American, so screw them. And then they can get up to, I think, what is it, a APDS belt, I'm assuming? Yeah, DM63 here. Not a full APDS belt, but it's majority APDS, 66mm of penetration on that. Also, the OSA AK, which is an East German vehicle, is an SPA. It looks pretty interesting, to be honest. Big radar, missiles, and all that fun stuff. Next up for the Russians, we already went through it. It's another OSA. I don't feel like going through that in detail. And it's another SPA for Russia. Like we needed some more. Anyway, also the Object 140, 140mm gun, and that's really only got huh? Is that a 100mm gun, but has a 14.5 in it? Okay. I don't know why I thought it was a 140mm gun, to be honest with you, but it has up to APHE, APDS, HEAT-FS, whatever you dare choose to play. Next up, British, the Scimitar, which is this thing right here, the F-107, which looks pretty interesting. He took the Fox turret and slapped it on a smaller chassis, which I think this should be interesting. But it's the same BR as a Fox. To be honest, I'd still play the Fox. I mean, even though I've never played it. Another OSA, and this Ram 2, which is okay, it's an improved RAM. M4A5, I'm assuming, at 3.7 for 1,150 Golden Eagles. Japan, we have the ICVP over here. It's just, yeah, it looks like a pretty fast vehicle. 30mm Bushmaster, slow fire rate, but it does get full APDS and APFSDS belts with 116mm of penetration here. No armor, yeah, everything you'd expect. Basically the same thing as this, but it's isn't locked down in the tech tree. Next up, China. You get the PLZ-05 over here, which gives a 155mm big boy gun. Funny looking chassis. This would be fun to play if I ever had it. And it gets up Type 05 HE with 60mm of penetration. HEVT of this shell right here. And if you really want to be funny, SAP. To be honest, that looks pretty cool. 5.1 kilograms of TNT, of explosive mass. Oh my god, that thing looks pretty damn good. Nothing else for the Chinese over here, so we're going to go over to Italy, which is getting another OSA. We've already went through that. France, what are you getting? The Leopard line of Dutch tanks, which have the Dutch flag right here. It's all the Leopard 2A6, you know, all in love. It's pretty freaking good. DM53, laser rangefinder, all the stuff you know and expect out of a normal Leopard 2 series of tanks. And that's really about it for the French. We'll go over to the Swedes over here. You get the BMP-2MD, which is a Finnish vehicle, free vehicle you can get. It's just a BMP-2 with no missiles. That's probably why it's 8.7. It's basically like the PBV-501. It's just they took a BMP and take away the missiles, and they took away the APFSDS belts, which is you still get APDS, which should be fine, I guess, but it's stripped down BMP2, and that's really about it for the Swedes. And the Israelis, you get the Sabra Mark 1, which is the end of the line tank over here, which I think is basically an M60, if I'm assuming correctly. Yep, it's another M60, a modified M60. Whoop-de-frickin-do. It's not the 99th in this line of how much tanks can we put in the M60 chassis without looking it too stupid. So yeah, that's really about it for me. I'm mainly going over the tanks. I know I play the tanks all the time. If you guys like this type of video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content like this, and I'll see you guys in the future YouTube video. Okay, and welcome back. This is the F-117 OC, whatever the hell it's called, right? It's the F-117 OCIP T2, I guess. And anyway, this is 8.7 for air battles, but 10.0 for ground battles, which would be very interesting knowing how it's going to work in this game. 8.7 air, 10.0 ground. It does have guided munitions, like GBU paveways, and then JDAMs, just standard bombs, more paveways, more 1,000-pound bounds, and mainly 90% they're guided munitions. And I don't know how this is gonna work in game, like how it's gonna be, because one of the most stealthy aircraft ever built by any country, and how like it's gonna be, you know, found in game. But hey, that's really about it. I'm too stupid to know any of this stuff. And yeah, this is actually the end of the video. If you guys like it, hit like, subscribe.